Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, some of the January 6 convicts have launched a podcast. Yeah, these are people who have been convicted. These are people who are in federal prison and they're hosting a podcast. So, it's called We Are Good Men. And their latest guest on this We Are Good Men show, he is decidedly not a good man. But let me give you the facts. Let me allow you to hear the facts yourself. You decide. You be the judge. So recently, the We Are Good Men podcast featured January 6 convict Shane Jenkins. Sure, you guys will all remember him from this photo that you see here on your screen. For those on the podcast, Jenkins has a bunch of prison tattoos. And there's this big old neck tat that reads, Mama Tried. Not hard enough, apparently. So Jenkins was arrested in March of 2021 for January 6th. He was charged in a second superseding indictment with civil disorder, obstructing an official proceeding, assaulting officers with a dangerous weapon, theft of government property, entering a restricted building or grounds with a dangerous weapon, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, one of which included a dangerous weapon enhancement, and 2 counts of physical violence, one of which also included a dangerous weapon enhancement. So the dangerous weapons are listed as stick-like objects, a flagpole, a tomahawk axe, and a wooden desk drawer. So Jenkins opted for jury trial, and in March of 2023, the jury found him guilty on all counts. And they determined that he assaulted the police with the desk drawer as well as the stick-like objects. And the jury found that Jenkins was the first person to break the window of the Senate office using his axe. So this was a significant turning point on January 6th in the Capitol attack. As the prosecutor explained in their sentencing memo, quote, "It is difficult to overstate the significance of Jenkins' actions at this location. As the first to attack this window, Jenkins crossed a line that had previously not been crossed at the Lower West Terrace. He had attacked the Capitol itself. In doing so, he also inspired others to do the same and to make further progress on the job he had started. Ultimately, the success of this effort would considerably exacerbate the level of violence around the tunnel, as well as the amount of theft and property destruction in multiple hideaway offices behind the window." And this was far from Jenkins' first prison rodeo. So here's just a bit of Jenkins' criminal history. 1998, he's convicted for aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury. He was sentenced to 10 years of deferred probation, but he violated his probation, so Jenkins was sentenced to 4 years in jail. 2001, convicted for assault causing bodily injury, sentenced to deferred adjudication and 12 months of community supervision. Again in 2001, convicted for resisting arrest, sentenced to 1 year in jail. Also in 2001, convicted for misdemeanor terroristic threats. For that, he was sentenced to 30 days in jail. Jump ahead to 2006, he was convicted for evading arrest or detention with a vehicle, sentenced to 180 days in jail. And then the prosecutor noted, quote, "Jenkins also has several arrests for assaults and aggravated assaults that demonstrate a tendency towards violence, even if they did not result in convictions." Then they went on to say that 2 of the victims for his violent assaults were police officers, and, quote, "There are 4 other matters which were not prosecuted, but likewise involved physical violence, including the killing of his stepfather." And, quote, he was involved in a January 6th related assault at the DC jail. According to the investigation into the incident, on July 10, 2023, the defendant and 11 inmates inmates are alleged to have entered the TV room of their pod and assaulted an inmate named Taylor Taranto because Taranto had been saying derogatory things about Ashley Babbitt and her mother. So while he is locked up, while he's serving his 7-year prison sentence for January 6th, he is still assaulting people in prison. Yeah, such a good man, isn't he? This is who they want Donald Trump to exonerate. This is who MAGA wants to spring from prison. A man with a violent history, repeated offenses of violence. And oh yeah, when he was younger, killed his stepfather. So yeah, let's let him loose. While on the other hand, they're bitching and griping about immigrants coming here and committing violent crimes. Makes so much sense, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll let you all know if I hear any more about this incredible podcast they've got going from prison. All right, thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.